club many years ago when I was in first year at the university. But good morning, everyone. Are we happy? Are we excited? Turn to your neighbor and give them a smile. Tell your neighbor, thank you for coming. How many of us would want to build this business for a long time? A long time? A long time? What do you mean by a long time? 1 month? 2 years? You keep for me. How many of us would want to build this business for a long time? How many months? How many years? Let me see the hands. Let me see the hands. Yes, sir. 15 years. How old are you now? You're 48. You're already 48. Are you sure? So it means you're going to be 63. You're already 48. Okay, who else? Yes, Papa. How many years?
Something like 20 years.
20 years. Are you already 50?
55.
You're 55. Let us clap for Papa. And from this side, how many years? Yes, madam. 1 year. 8 years. She didn't specify. Decades. This is very serious. I want us to give this business time, because anytime, any business needs what? Time. For you to grow a business, you need time. True or true? True or true? So today we are going to learn about steps to a professional invitation. When you're going to invite someone, what are some of the steps that you're going to take to invite this person? We are sharing with you this to remind us and also educate someone who is new in the industry to learn how they are supposed to do it. We have several steps, and our first step is to be in a hurry. This is a psychological approach because people are always interested in people who are busy. If you start every call with an impression that you are in a hurry, the invitation will be shorter. There will be a fewer questions and less resistance. People will also be respectful of you and your time. Begin in a hurry helps you to create urgency to, e.g., I don't have a lot of time to talk, but it was really important to reach out to you. I have to run, but I am entering into someone's office, but, being in a hurry. Have you ever called a prospect and you use like 20 minutes? Has it ever happened? You're calling someone, and before you set up an appointment, before you tell them what you want to tell them, they bring other stories. Yes or yes? They ask you about children, they ask you about grandchildren, they ask you about goats, cows, etc. And before you know it, you forget about the invitation, or you invite them after you have talked a lot. Is there anyone in the house who's ever worked in the bank? You've worked in the bank? Do you know in banks, there is a special group of people that calls. They do call people for loans. They do call people for different things. How many of us have received a phone call from the bank? Is there any one of us you have ever received a phone call from the bank? Yes. Telling you what? Yes, that you go for a loan. Yes? Now, if you have never received a phone call from the bank, it means you need to work harder. Yes or yes? But there is a special group they put in the bank to make calls, reminding people to pay, reminding people to come for loans, etc. So what you're doing here is also very, very important. At Okata, we also have a special group of people that reminds us about different events. Customer care desk, they call and tell you we have this and that on a particular date. But back to this point, you must always call people with what? With urgency, right? I am running out of time. I am in jam, but I'm inviting you tomorrow. I'm starting to drive, but I'm inviting you tomorrow at midday or at 6 p.m. I have something special to share with you. Don't call as if you have the whole day for one person. The moment you spend a lot of time on one person, it means your credit will go and you go into unnecessary talks. True or true? True. Yes. And for me personally, when I'm teaching, I don't want people to write everything. Here you can write 1, 2 points, we move forward. Right or right? Right. We are not going to collect books for marking. Just 1 point, we move forward. Understand it. It is even in your system. Download it, go through it slowly at your pace. Number 2 is compliment the prospect. The compliment must be sincere. A sincere compliment opens the door to real communication. A pro usually always put prospects in the right mood. People will be very receptive because they rarely get them. It helps to lower resistance while inviting. For example, you have been very successful, and I always respected the way you have done your business. You are always supportive of me, and I appreciate that so much. Remember, you give a compliment as you're inviting someone. Most people, they want to know why are you inviting them to see the opportunity. I want to give an example. You're inviting someone who is a business person. You can use maybe one of these compliments. You say, you are always successful at business. I have just got an opportunity. I've just got a very good business. I would like you to come and have a look at it. Do you understand? I would like you to come, have a look at this opportunity, and it can make sense because you have a clear eye for business. What other compliments can you give someone? What other compliments can you give someone? Yes? Anyone? Anyone to give a compliment before inviting or as you're inviting someone? You can tell someone you've always been a sharp person. from primary, secondary, university, you've always been very sharp. I've got this opportunity. If you understand it well, you are going to make a lot of money. That kind of compliment. Anyone? You have another different compliment? Anyone? Okay. I want to share with you something. Yesterday, as I was going home, I drove, I parked somewhere. Then I saw a lady running after me. It was in the night. I tell you. So I was wondering, what is this lady after? It was around 8 or 9. She was running, panting, and she said, "Excuse me, sir." I stopped. And she said, "Sir, you look like someone who works in the government." Then I asked, "But do you know me?" She says, "Yes, I always see you passing by here, sometimes with your children. Do you work in the government? You look like someone who works in the what? In the government." So I was panicking. I didn't know what to tell her. Then I asked her, "Can you tell me why? Why are you asking me about that?" She said, "I'm in S4. I want, when I finish S4 like this, you connect me in the government." I said, "Wow." Eh? People are watching. Yes or yes? People think you work in the government, but you're here making what? Phone calls. But that is another opportunity for you to bring them where? To bring them here. Yes or yes? So, if you are in my position, what would you tell her? You work in the government or you have business? What would you tell her? Both. I have business. I told her I do business. Maybe when you finish S4, I will invite you over to see what I am doing. If it works out for you, you take it up. Because she doesn't know what I'm doing. Even if I look like someone who works in the government, but I'm not in the what? In the government. Is there anyone who can compliment someone around them? Anyone? You put up your hand, then you compliment your neighbor. Anyone? Can I choose? Yes, sir. You can compliment your neighbor. Any neighbor. Yes. You stand up, pick someone, compliment them, invite them for the opportunity. You're inviting Dennis? Has he joined? Not yet. Okay.
Yes, my friend Dennis.
Pick up the phone, sir.
Yes, my friend Dennis. Yes, Dennis. Not hearing you. Yes, my friend Dennis. I'm fine, how are you? I always admire the way you take yourself, and I love the way you do whatever you think, but I don't know it. And I love the way you always smile. So because of that, I know a program that I know it can fit the kind of person you are. Tomorrow I don't know how your program is going to be, but I want to see you tomorrow. I have an office here in Wandegea at Ubuto House. If you can come and have a look at what I'm doing, I know it can interest you. Tomorrow at 11 that I want to see you.
If someone says, "Is it Okata?" You mean those things? What do? You hang up. You say you're very negative. Personally, when I'm inviting prospects, like the way they said that someone is always asking, why are you inviting me? Among all the friends, why are you inviting me? So you can say, for example, hi Jimmy, I've always admired the way you do your things, the way you're creative, the way you start businesses and they become successful. Recently I was introduced, I started a new project and I'm looking for sharp people to partner with. And when I was there, I really thought about, is it possible we can meet tomorrow at midday or at 6 p.m.? Is that right? Right or right? You can also invite with urgency. You tell someone, hi Josephine, it's been a long time. I have something special. I have something very special to share with you in Wandegea at office. I have something special to share with you. Can I meet you today at midday or at 6 p.m.? When you tell someone, I have something special to share with you, they feel it is very urgent. They will be like, you want to get married? You want to travel abroad? You want to do this? Some of them will ask you for a hint. Share with me the what? The hint. If they are close friends, you tell them, I don't want to disclose anything right now. I will share with you when we are together. Number 3, make the what? The invitation. Not every approach works on every person. That is what I was talking to you about. Some people, depending on the relationship, you will approach either indirectly or directly. For example, indirectly. This is commonly used for those that are close to you. This is also reserved for those that respect you or for those that are already searching for something. When I thought of people who could make an absolute fortune with a business I have found, I thought of you. Have you ever thought of diversifying your income? Do you keep your career's options open? How many of us, you know that very many people don't have jobs in Uganda? You know that. How many of us know that? Do you know that? Out of 100%, out of 100% of graduates, how many do you think get jobs? Out of 100%. Which percentage do you think get jobs? And yes?
1%.
Okay, let us say those who get jobs are 10%. It is 10%. So 90% of graduates are still on streets. That's why when they advertise for like 10 jobs, not only 10 people will apply, not only 100 will apply, not only 1,000, but thousands. They are competing for how many jobs? 10 jobs. Why am I bringing that? As you're inviting friends, as you're inviting people, just understand that most people need an opportunity. Most people, even those who are working, are not happy. Do we understand what we call linear? How many of us understand what we call linear? Linear. Like this. Most people who have jobs, most of them are also not happy. Yes or yes? Because someone is earning 600 every month. Another month, how much? 600. They are never excited because they know what is coming next. So when you share with them something that can add some money in their pockets, they will be very excited and very happy. I recently started a project that is paying me 2 million every single month. And when I was checking my phone, I recalled you shared with me that you're not satisfied with what you're doing. Is it possible we can create time? I share with you how you can make extra income through this project. Do you understand? So make sure you invite as many people as what? As many people as? It is not good to generalize. You know, generalizing is like going to church. You invite 10 people from church and they are all negative, and you say everyone at this church is what? Is negative. Because 10 people they did not give you red, they did not give you green light. So you generalize that all OGs are very negative. I want you to invite as many people as possible. This is a new company. We are starting. We need a lot of energy. I want you to touch your neighbor's shoulders. Can you touch your neighbor's shoulder? Shake them a little. Ask them, do you have energy? Shake them a little. Do you have energy? Do you feel they have energy? The way you're even touching them like this. You're the one who doesn't have energy. Touch your neighbor's shoulders. Touch them and shake them a little. Hey, Dennis, you're not shaking your neighbor. She's fasting. Ask them if they are fasting. Are you fasting? Building business needs a lot of what? Energy. Surely, sometimes we work with low energy. Most of us, we work with small energy, but building business needs a lot of energy. True or true? True or true? Hey, because when you're employed somewhere, the systems are already there. You tick here, you sit facing this side, you tick this side and that side. But in business, if this is not working, you try out another thing. So you have to be having a lot of energy. True or true? Let us look at the indirect approach. If you're inviting someone using an indirect approach, this approach, you are asking for hope, input, or guidance. You pray yourself down and pray up to the prospect's ego. This approach you use compliment to get the prospect lower the what? The resistance. E.g., hi Uncle Godson. A friend told me that the best thing I could do when I am starting a business is to have people I respect take a look at it and give me some guidance. Would you be willing to do that for me? You're inviting them indirectly. You're inviting them to give you guidance about what you're doing. Another one, I have started a business with a product I think makes a lot of sense, but I would like to get your input. Would you be willing to check it out and give me your opinion? This is how you invite your elders. That is how you invite your seniors. That is how you invite your uncles, your aunties, your head teacher, people you respect. I'm starting a business. Someone told me if I want to be successful, I should first learn from people that I respect, and you're among the people that I respect. Is it possible you come and check it out? Then you give me some guidance. Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we happy? Can you smile at your neighbor? Smile at your neighbor. Smile at your neighbor. You know, positivity is contagious. When you're positive, people around you will also be positive. Smile. When you smile, people think you have money. Yes or yes? They think your life is straight. But when you're gloomy, people will tell that problems begin from where? From this person. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Once again, smile. 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 Someone says, I don't smile in the morning. Eh? You need to be happy. You need to be happy. We are here for a short time. Eh? So make sure the time you're here, you're very happy, you're very excited. Some people smile from inside. Eh? Outside they are gloomy, but inside they are what? They are happy. Yes or yes? We need to see that smile outside. You're a salesperson. You're a business person. You need to be happy. Can we go next? Can we go next? All right. Let's go next. Number 4. Remember the topic was, or the topic is, steps for inviting your prospects. So here is a scenario number 4. If I, would you? If I, would you? This is a powerful question in inviting, as it gets prospects to commit. You are going to do something for them on condition they do also something. This question also puts you in a place of power. You are in control, not begging. It also implies that you have something of value to offer. When you value what you have, people will respect you. Don't beg them to watch or follow or attend your presentation. If I share with you a magazine with success stories, would you watch? Would you read through? If I send you a Google Meet link, would you attend at 8 p.m.? If I send you Zoom link at 8 p.m. for the presentation, would you attend? If they say yes, then you proceed. If I, would you? Do we have singles in the house? Do you have singles in the house? You can also use this. If I, would you? Yes or yes? Now, if I, you're going to put your own words. Eh? For example, I want the most single person in the house. You're single? You look double. Hassan, how can you use if I? Tomahini. Okay. For example, if you want to marry, you can say, if I buy you a car, would you marry me? Eh? Someone says? Even a motorcycle. Dennis, can you use if I? Someone to marry. He's already married. Let us leave him. Amos, are you married? Eh? Single and searching. Hey, retire. Ladies, can ladies approach men? Directly or indirectly? Sebo, the one with glasses. Birds of the same feathers. He's putting on glasses. The neighbor is also putting on glasses. You stand up, sir. Someone say, if I buy you Rolex. That one is out. Tell us, sir. Yeah? For someone to marry. It's just a trial. I did not get that. I should not hear. It is okay to hear? Is it good or bad? It's good? Can someone with a bigger voice tell us? Himself? I think without a mic he can also tell us. If he needs a mic. Let us clap for him.
Steady from here. From here. Now, if I go for the world, save across the seas, give you all the flowers in your poetry, give you all the dreams that you want to
I can see where you're going. I can see what makes you happy. That topic will continue later on. Not so? So you've seen if you want to see if your prospects can commit. If someone can commit to watching, to coming to attend the meeting, etc. Number 5, before we go to number 5, they are saying that if I gave you a Zoom link, would you follow the presentation? If I invited you to our special presentation on Friday, would you keep time? If I gave you a magazine, would you go through the profile of the business? This is a scenario you can use to see if your prospects can be able to commit time. Is that right? Is that right? Number 5, get the time commitment. You asked if I would you, and they said yes. The next step, get a time commitment. Don't suggest for them, ask question. When do you think you can go through the magazine? This gets them thinking about the schedule and commitment. It makes the invitation real. Most will get an answer, but a few will not sure. The good thing is that you are getting yes number 2. The moment you say, if I would you, someone says yes. The next step is to ask them, when do you think you can go through the magazine? Let's say it is a magazine. Let's say it is a video with testimony. When do you think you can be able to watch? When do you think you can be able to watch the video, to see the testimony, to meet for the presentation? When do you think? Today or tomorrow? Have you ever presented someone? And after presenting, someone likes the business, because you have not suggested when they should join, someone says next year. Has it happened? But when it is urgent, you say, can we start today or tomorrow? Someone feels it is very urgent. So always ask for the time at 11 or at 5 p.m. in the evening. What is the best time for you to attend the meeting or to meet with me? Because during the day, someone can be free. In the evening, someone can be maybe from work, they meet you, and you share with them about the opportunity. Are we together? Are we together? Ask your neighbor, are you following? Is your neighbor following? I think most people are fasting. Most people are fasting. But I see people who are smiling are Muslims who are fasting. Eh? They are Bachiga? Eh? There is someone who told me they are also fasting. But when you look at their size, surely they cannot fast. Eh? They are very, very tiny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on. And number 6 is talking about scheduling the next. Someone can watch the video, but you need to go and ask them. You must ask them the next time. You must put another appointment to ask if they watched. You send someone a link for maybe Google or Zoom. You must again call to see if they attended or not, if they learned something or not. This step is so simple. Ask, what is the best number and time for the call? Which is the best platform on which to text you, WhatsApp or Instagram? What is the best time to contact you to see if you attended the meeting or not. What is the best time to get back to you? That's why even when you invite people for the first time, they attend the meeting, you must plan to call them another time. The moment people step out of this place, they meet people who are negative. How many of us, you're staying at home with someone who doesn't believe in this industry? Is it your mother? Is it your father? Every time they look at you, they say, what a wasted son. Eh? Imagine you leave this place, you're very excited. You run in the hands of your mother, who is very negative. And you don't have money to rent your own house. Every day, you feed on the positive, you got feed on the negative. Every day. So it balances. Here you're positive, the moment you go home, you become negative. That's why it is very important to follow up on our prospects. They leave this place when they are excited, but the moment they tell someone they are from Wandega, you're from Wandega, which building? The building with glasses? Ha, you're finished. Did you see people putting on suits? Yes. Eh? Yes. What did they tell you? 550? 1.65? 3.3? 5.5? You are? Imagine. So you need to, someone attends the presentation, prepare them what they are going to meet outside, call them. Do you know some people join after like 10 exposures? Yes or yes? I remember in our previous company, when I attended the first meeting, immediately I was inspired by people making money, 6 million, 5 million. Immediately I stopped whatever I was doing. Then I started attending presentation for the whole month. I started attending like a member, but I didn't have the money to join. The whole month, no money. Then finally, when the month ended, I had to join. For me, I was feeding on daily stories, daily testimonials, and later I joined the business. But we expect someone who comes here once to be positive and to call you that I have got the money to join. That's why you need to schedule until someone makes a commitment to either buy the products or join the opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, the last step is to get off the phone. Someone has already committed to meet you in the evening at 6 p.m. Someone has committed to meet you at 7 p.m. Have a magazine, have a diary, record those appointments. Someone said at 8 p.m., write it in the diary. And maybe 1 hour before, you can send a message and tell them, I hope we are meeting at 8 p.m. sharp at this restaurant or at this building. Remember, you are in a hurry. After confirming the appointment, you say, great, we talk then. Get off the phone. Don't sandwich the invitation by adding blah, blah, blah after the confirmation. The goal is to educate, is education and understanding. Let the third-party tool or the presentation do the work. There are some appointments that we cannot forget. Yes or yes? Some appointments you cannot forget about. Yes or yes? Dennis, what are some of the appointments you cannot forget? When someone promises you money, can you forget? Someone says, call me at 6 p.m., I'm sending you 1 million. Can you forget? But this prospect that you're going to meet can also come, buy products, or join. So there is a possibility of them coming to join or coming to learn. How many of us know the person who is going to be successful in your team? Do you know someone who is going to be successful in your team? Sometimes you don't know who is going to become successful in your team. Your work is to make sure people plug into the system, people attend trainings, people invite you, close, you continue to support them. The most successful person can come even on level 15. You invite Jim, I invite number 2 invites number 3, number 3 invites number 4. But the person who is going to make you the money is at level number 15. So what you need to do is to be around, introduce them to the system, encourage them to be part of the system, and before you know it, your business is going to grow and skyrocket. Do we have parents in the house? Yes. Do you have any parent in the house? Any parent? Can I see your hands? Parents. Even if you're a single parent, put up your hand. I know you are single but also looking for opportunities. Can I see your hands? If you have children, do you know the child that is going to be successful? You cannot tell. The same applies to your downlines. You don't know which leader in your team is going to be successful. Just be available, give them time, you will see them succeeding. This is our last quote. This is the quote that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in, day out. So as you come here, attend trainings, as you come here, clap hands for people, as you come here, get excited, as you come